Okay, so let us begin this lecture. So let us start this lecture. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about products. So the categorical notion of product. You might have, from your previous knowledge, you might have come across so many notion of products. Say, for example, you might have considered the Cartesian product of two sets A and B. Okay, then you might have taken the direct product of two groups G1 and G2. Okay, then you might have taken the product of topological spaces and so on. Okay, so the notion of product in a category is actually the generalization of all these notions. So let us motivate ourselves in order to formally uh, define this notion of product in a category. And motivation comes actually from the set theory. So suppose you have two sets A and B. So let A and B be two sets. Let A and B be two sets. Now consider the Cartesian product. Consider consider the Cartesian product of these two sets. Consider the Cartesian product. Okay, so you take this A cross B, the Cartesian product, set of all ordered pairs A comma B, such that you have such that A is in A, B is in B. Okay, now this Cartesian product is provided with the two canonical projections from A cross B to A and B respectively. Okay, so this this Cartesian product is provided with suppose you see this diagram. So you have here, so you have A cross B. From A cross B you can just take two canonical projections, one to A, other to B. Call it PA, call it PB. Okay, so it is provided with two canonical projections, two canonical projections. So it is PA. PA is from A cross B to A. How do we define it? So PA of any pair A comma B is A, and PB also from A cross B, it is to B, and PB of any pair A comma B is B. Okay, now suppose you have any other set C. Okay, so you have a set C, and you have, say, from C to A you have this mapping F, and C to B you have the mapping, say, G. So if moreover if C is a set, moreover if C is a set, and you have mappings, you have mappings F from C to A, G from C to B, then this A cross B, this Cartesian product, it has the universal property that there exists a unique mapping from C to A cross B, that is H, which makes this diagram commute in the sense that if I compose this H with PB, I would get G, and if I compose PA with H, I would get F. So this is called the universal property of this Cartesian product A cross B. So they are mappings or mappings. Then there exists a unique mapping. Then there exists a unique mapping H, which is from C to A cross B. Now, how do we define this H? It is defined in a natural way. So you define H of any C. So you define it as F of C, G of C. F of C, comma, G of C. So it is uniquely defined map. So clearly H is unique. Okay, clearly H is unique. And moreover, H has the property that PB composition H is G and PA composition H is F. Moreover, the diagram commutes. Moreover, the diagram commutes. That is, if I take PA composition H of any C, so it is what? It is PA of FCGC. But PA is the canonical projection, so it maps it to F of C, FC. So this means what? This means PA composition H is F. Similarly, PB composition H is G. Okay, so this diagram is important. So this A cross B has the universal property that it has the canonical projections from it to A, okay, to B, PB and PA, and if C is any set having arbitrary mappings F and G to A and B respectively, then you get the unique mapping here such that you get this diagram commute. This I am telling from the set theoretic point of view. Now if I replace this set by any category, and A and B, you take any objects of any arbitrary category, then you have the formal definition of the product in a category. So what is the definition of the product? So let me define. Same definition, but in a general category. So let C be a category. Let C be a category, and A and B, they are objects of C. A, B belong to the object class of C. Okay. A product of A and B. So a product of A and B is a triple is a trip is a triple actually P P A P B, where P is an object of C. P belong to the object class of C. Secondly, you have, so you replace here this A cross B by this P in this diagram. So you have PA from P to A, PB from P to B are morphisms. Are morphisms, and this triple is such that for every other triple, for every other triple say QA, QB, where so C is now C, you call it Q, and F is QA, and replace G by QB, where Q is an object. Q belongs to object class of C. Uh, Secondly, QA from P to A, QB from P to this Q to A, Q to B are morphisms. Morphisms. There exists a unique morphism. Then there exists a unique morphism, or you can say H. Then there exists. Then there exists a unique morphism R from Q to P, such that QA is PA composition R, and QB is PB composition R. Okay, so this is the definition of the product in a category. So an object, this triple is called the product, where P is an object, PA and PB, they are morphisms from P to A and P to B respectively. Cite that for every other triple Q with the same properties, you will get a unique morphism R from Q to this P, such that PB composition R is QB, and uh, PA composition R is QA. So this is the general definition of a product in a category. Okay.
सर ये जो फर्स्ट प्रॉपर्टी है ना,
Yes.
PA and PB are morphisms.
Yes.
सर ये सी मॉर्फिज्म्स होते हैं या कोई
हाँ,
और?
सी ऑफ कोर्स सी होंगी, वी आर इन ए कैटेगरी, जिस कैटेगरी में हैं हम वहीं उसी की मॉर्फिज्म्स होंगी। ठीक है।
सर लेकिन वहां पे हम मॉर्फिज्म डिफाइन करते हैं ना, फ्रॉम ऑब्जेक्ट टू ऑब्जेक्ट।
हाँ, तो ऑब्जेक्ट से ऑब्जेक्ट पे ही है ना, पी तो ऑब्जेक्ट है आपका, पी इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट। मॉर्फिज्म कहाँ से है? पी से ए तक, पी से बी तक है।
यहाँ पे पहले सर जो हमारा डोमेन है
हाँ
वो कोई एक नहीं है ना, वो
है।
डायरेक्ट वो है ऑब्जेक्ट इसका।
व्हाट? आई एम नॉट गेटिंग योर क्वेश्चन।
सर वहां पे जब हम सी मॉर्फिज्म्स की बात करते हैं वहां पे हम बोलते हैं कि मॉर्फिज्म्स होते हैं फ्रॉम ऑब्जेक्ट टू ऑब्जेक्ट।
हाँ। यस।
मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट क्लास ऑफ सी, सी ऑब्जेक्ट टू अदर सी ऑब्जेक्ट हमारे पास मॉर्फिज्म होता है। लेकिन
हाँ,
यहाँ पे ये जो पी है, इज इट ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ सी और एनी अदर थिंग?
तो लिखा है ना यहाँ, ये देखो ना, पी बिलोंग्स टू ऑब्जेक्ट क्लास ऑफ सी।
वही सर, वो कैसे होता है?
कैसे होता है? ये जो ट्रिपल है इसमें हम कह रहे हैं ये ट्रिपल प्रोडक्ट होगा। ट्रिपल में क्या क्या है? ट्रिपल में जो आपके पास डाटा दिया गया है उसमें पी है, पी ए है और पी बी है। ठीक है।
यस
पी
सर।
पी आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है, पी इज एन ऑब्जेक्ट, ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ सी। ये हम मैंने लिखा है, पहले पहले ही लिख दिया, वेयर पी बिलोंग्स टू ऑब्जेक्ट क्लास ऑफ सी। ठीक है ना।
यस
सेकेंडली
सर।
ये पी ए क्या है? पी ए पी से ए पे मॉर्फिज्म है, पी बी जो है ये पी से बी पे मॉर्फिज्म है। ठीक है।
जो हमने सर ऊपर बोला ना, पी इज एक्चुअली ए क्रॉस बी, सर प्रोडक्ट
सर
ऑफ
ये
ए एंड बी।
शायद इसी में कंफ्यूज है सर। असल में ये जो हमारे पास अगर सेट कैटेगरी में देखेंगे ना, तो ए
हाँ
बी अगर सेट सेट कैटेगरी के ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, तो ए क्रॉस बी भी सेट कैटेगरी का ऑब्जेक्ट ही होगा ना।
हाँ, ए क्रॉस बी भी तो सेट कैटेगरी का ही ऑब्जेक्ट होगा।
सर वही है यार, असल में इसका
यस
थोड़ा
सर।
कंफ्यूजन।
हाँ, ए क्रॉस बी तो होगा ही
ए
सेट।
क्रॉस बी ऑब्जेक्ट है।
ए क्रॉस बी भी तो सेट कैटेगरी में होगा। यस, ऑफ कोर्स। नाउ
यस
दैट,
सर।
नाउ द डेफिनेशन क्लियर और नॉट?
यस सर।
Okay. So motivated from set category, we will denote the product by A cross B. Okay. So for any two objects, so it is sort of notation you can fix then if you have. So now for any category C, for any category C and A B belonging to objects class of C, we shall denote, we shall denote by A cross B there. It is their you call it product. So product we shall denote by this symbol A cross B. And this in a category, the product of two objects when it exists is unique up to isomorphism. This is a straightforward result that follows itself from the definition of the product. You can call it as a proposition. Proposition in a category, in a category, the product of two objects, the product of two objects when it exists, when it exists is unique up to isomorphism, is unique up to isomorphism.
सर
Okay.
ये जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा दो
uh,
ऑब्जेक्ट्स का ये
yeah, in
प्रोडक्ट
some categories you will find that the product does not exist. Okay. I don't remember exactly the examples. Maybe in the next class I will tell you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm. So let us see the proof. So let C be a category. Let C be a category, and suppose you have P, PA, PB, and uh, Q, QA, QB be two products of a pair of objects A and B, of a pair of objects A and B, A and B. Okay. Now I will use the fact that both are products. I will first I will treat P as a product and Q as any other triple, and I can just reverse the situation, interchange their roles. Now since P, PA, PB is a product, there exists a unique uh, morphism. There exists a unique morphism. There exists a unique morphism R from Q to P such that QA is PA composition R and QB is PB composition R. Now again, since Q now interchanging their roles, since Q comma QA, QB is a product, there exists a unique morphism. There exists a unique morphism S from P to Q such that PA is QA composition S and PB is QB composition S. Okay. So these are some of the things you highlight these. So one equation you have this one, then you have this relation of morphisms, then you have these two relations of morphisms. Okay. Now you can treat any of these triple as a product and as an other triple. Now regarding this P comma PA PB both has a product and as an other triple and as an other triple. So you can deduce the existence of a unique map from P to P itself with the condition that it commutes a certain diagram. So we deduce the existence of a unique morphism T from P to P such that uh, PA is equals to PA composition T and PB equals PB composition T. But you also have the identity mapping which also does this job. Okay, and by uniqueness this T must be equal to the identity mapping. But we also have the identity morphism. Okay, sorry, I'm calling mapping, but I should call it morphism. So we also have the identity morphism doing the same job. So identity morphism, okay, morphism doing the same job. So this means by uniqueness T must be clearly the identity on P. T must be identity on P. But then if you see these relations, so I am just writing here. So but then PA which is QA composition S, okay, but QA is PA composition R, so this is equal to PA composition R composition S, and similarly this PB is going to be PB composition R composition S. Okay, so then what does it mean? So you have PA equal to PA composition R composition S, PB equal to, okay, but you also have this na, PA equals PA composition, see here, PA equals PA composition identity on P, PB equals PB composition identity on P. Okay, so therefore R composition S must be equal to identity on P. Okay, in an analogous way you can show that S composition R is identity on P. Analogously we can show that you can show that S composition R is identity on Q. So what does it show? It shows that it actually shows that this R and S, they are inverse morphisms. So thus R and S are inverse of each other. So therefore, you can say R or S is an isomorphism. So thus, R is an isomorphism. So the product of two objects, if it exists, it is isomorphic. It is unique up to isomorphism. Okay. Now one remark that we should, I should just clear it, because usually the projection maps, they are subjective. They are considered to be subjective, and but in this case, subjective and hence epimorphisms. But in this case, these PA and PB, they are not epimorphisms in general. As a remark, you can note this. Uh, the projections PA and PB are not necessarily epimorphisms in general. Epimorphisms in general. For example, take the category C equal to the set category. Okay, so we see that we have just seen that PA from A cross B to A, we define it as PA of A comma B equals A. Similarly, PB of A comma B, you define it as B. Now, so this is for any sets A and B. Now in particular, if you take B as the empty set, in particular either B or A, okay, particular, if I take B as the empty set, then what is the Cartesian product A cross B, which is A cross phi? So the Cartesian product of any set with empty set is actually the empty set. Okay. So then clearly for any A in A, there is no member because this is in this case is empty. So there is no member A comma B belonging to A cross B, which is empty, such that you have PA of A comma B is A. Similarly, take B equal to phi, taking B equal to phi, sorry, taking A equal to phi, we see that PB is not surjective. We see that PB is not surjective. So these canonical mappings, canonical projections, they are in general not not epimorphisms because they are not surjective mappings. Okay. Now another important property of the Cartesian this Cartesian product or product, you can say, is that it is associative up to isomorphism. So another proposition, I think it is straightforward, you can prove by yourself. So proposition if A, B, C are objects in a category, if A, B, C are objects in a category, then A cross B, you take A cross B cross C, it is going to be isomorphic to A cross B cross C.
सर ये जो आपने सर रिमार्क बोला ना,
Yes.
एक्चुअली हमें शो करना था कि these are not AP, P and PB are not AP. हमने शो किया कि these are not subjective.
Not subjective means not EP. Because
नहीं सर,
every EP
but हम जानते हैं ना कि APs are not subjective in general.
no, in set category you have if and only if. Set में आपके पास क्या है? EP, if and only if subjective. Okay?
Okay sir.
हाँ. Set category में दोनों same हैं. Both the notions. The notion of EP.
In general सर AP imply नहीं करता है subject.
Yeah, in general EP नहीं imply करता subjective को. You have seen this. Okay?
Yes sir.
So we have this relation, provided products exist. Provided these products. So we are involving here products, two products here. We are also involving two products here. Okay. Provided products exist. Products exist. So you just have to arrange morphisms such that you will get this result. I think we have 1 minute left. So better is that if you have question you ask. Otherwise we will rejoin after 1 minute. Okay. So I will rejoin. After 1 minute we will rejoin. Okay.